Okay, so I'm going to start off with the E.L F Poreless Face Primer, and it just looks like this. They have a lot of different ones, however, this one was the one that called out to me the most because it says poreless. So I just am going to dab a little bit, probably about a scoop on there, a pump, and then I'm just going to distribute that.
Just like that, just on the most oily part of my face, I would say, which is, of course, my T-zone here.
And then what I usually do with all of my primers is then I will distribute it outwards, just because I have very oily skin, as I have mentioned before. So I definitely need that coverage, I guess. Move on to this, I have used this before. This is the E.L F Cover Everything Concealer. So, and it's just in the color Light, and for that one I just use my fingers, grab a little bit on the tip of my finger, and then I just apply it on like where I have like redness and just like pimples, and I've been like breaking out like crazy lately. I don't know why.
And this stuff is really creamy, so I feel like with a little bit, a little goes a long way with this, because it's really creamy and just thick and really pigmented. So I feel like with this stuff, you just need to dab it kind of a little bit and then just kind of press it on and then distribute it, and you get a okay amount of coverage. I wouldn't say it's the best, but...
And then going on to the other side and just kind of patting it in. Okay, so it's not going to be perfect, but I feel like I got that coverage, and I completely forgot to moisturize my lips first, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab my lip moisturizer and just apply that.
Okay, so the one I'm going to be using today, which is my favorite, is this by Vaseline, the lip therapy in cocoa butter, and I have been loving this stuff so much. But this as well, it's like a little goes a long way, because I've had this for quite a while now, and I still have about, I've only used about a quarter of it, I guess. So that's really good, and that's the only thing that I guess I'm not using now.
The only foundation that I have from them, and it's really old, not old as in like I've had it for a long time, but old as in it came out a while ago, and I've been meaning to catch up on my new E.L F foundations, because I know there's a lot of other ones out there, but the only one that I have is this one. It looks like this. It might be too dark for me, I don't know, I haven't tried it, but we're just gonna go give it a go. I just squirt about that much on my hand, and then it's one of my favorite brushes for face, like kind of buffing in, and this is the E.L F brush. Hoping it's not too dark for me, which I think it is, but let's just give it a go.
Oh my gosh, I think it is too dark for me, but hey, I guess you never know until you try, so.
And this just works really good to buff it out, and if you have any like harsh lines or anything like that, this definitely works to blend that out.
But it's giving me like a nice little tan look, I think. Actually, don't mind that look. And I hope this is not a mistake, but I'm gonna go ahead and do another coat. Just because I feel like the coverage is not where I want it. So, yeah, I'm definitely just going to do another coat of that. So yeah, that's definitely really, really dark, but I'm definitely going to have to work that down a lot. But I don't know what I was thinking when I got this foundation. I thought I was darker than I was. I don't know. Or than I am. I don't know what. But I'm just bringing it all down so it doesn't not match with my, so it matches with my skin color, because it's, oh my goodness, yeah.
It's really dark, but that's okay because it doesn't look completely bad. I just look like I got an instant tan. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the under eye. I got this one, however, it is really dark. It looks almost as dark as this foundation. So, well, actually, it might not be. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. This is in light beige. So, I'm just gonna apply that under my eyes.
I hope it's not too light or too dark. I don't think that's making much of a difference. Yeah, it's probably too dark, but...
So I'm just gonna go ahead and buff that in, or blend that in with this sort of stippling brush. It's also from E.L F, small stipple brush. So
okay, so I don't think that made much of a difference, but I've already applied it, so I'm just going to go ahead and blend it in.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and set that anyway, and I'm going to set it with this E.L F translucent mattifying powder. I'm going to use this also E.L F brush. This is a powder brush. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set my under eye with this. Now I'm going to go ahead and do, I guess I'll do my eyebrows next. Now I don't have an eyebrow kit. Actually, I do have an eyebrow kit, but by E.L F, but I don't use that one because it's really light in color, and it's this one right here. It's in the color light. I don't know why I even got this. I guess I tried using this one. I guess I don't work well so much with the kind of the pomade kind of eyebrow, you know, stuff. So I'm just going to use this black eyeshadow by E.L F, and it's from the E.L F Duo eyeshadow, and it's just the top one, and this one doesn't have a name, so it's just the black and gray. So I'm going to use the black one to just kind of fill in my my eyebrows, kind of brush them into place. Okay, all right, and then I'm going to use this little small brush, which is also by E.L F. It's the small angled brush, and I'm just going to I just like to spray it down a little bit, and this is just water in a little spray bottle. I just spray it down a bit just to kind of make it kind of like to hold better, so the powder doesn't kind of fall off of it and stuff like that. So I'm just going to apply that onto my eyebrows.
I just feel like, I don't know if it happens to everyone, which I'm sure it does, but one eyebrow always comes out really nice, and the other one just comes out horrible. And for me, that eyebrow, good eyebrow, is this one, and the bad eyebrow is that one. So I always find myself going back and trying to fix it, only to make it worse. So I'm just gonna leave it alone.
I'm going to go ahead and use this big E.L F, it's like a translucent powder type thing, and it's just in the color sheer, and I'm just going to use that to kind of set my foundation a little bit. I'm just going to use this big brush right here, and I'm just going to dab a little bit and then just kind of dab it onto my face first. I just put it a little bit because you know, as you guys know, I have very oily skin, and I'm definitely get really oily really quickly, and so I want to try to avoid that any way I can. So as of right now, I just started kind of setting my foundation fairly quickly, and I definitely find that it helps with my oiliness. And I just like to set it really good because I don't know, it just kind of feels it just kind of feels a little bit more secure that way. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm going to go ahead and do some contouring, just a little bit, not a lot, because this color is already really dark. So I'm going to go ahead and use this golden bronzer by E L F, and it's just in the color golden. And I'm just going to use my Real Techniques brush. It looks like this.
I don't know how well this is going to contour with the color being so dark, but that's why I'm using the golden ones. I don't know, kind of balance it out, we'll see.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see, I've done a little bit of bronzing on me, contour on my, kind of on the hollows of my cheeks here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and contour my nose just a little bit. I'm going to use the E L F palette, little bronzer and blush little palette in St. Lucia. To bring that down a bit. So just like that. And then I'm just going to use this little fluffy one, which I normally use, to kind of, I don't know, like blend it out. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight my nose area with this. It's an E L F all over stick. I use it as a highlighter. I'm just gonna go just a thin line down my nose, and then I'm just going to blend that in like that. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to apply blush, and for that I'm going to use this blush brush, and I'm going to use the other side of the contouring kit here, and just a little bit. I guess I might just put a little bit more with this E L F blush palette that I have here. I'm just going to use it, and it's in the color light. So it has all these 4 pretty colors. I just use this little shimmery one right here. I kind of like that color. Just add a little kind of rosy color to my cheeks. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with this this one, the E L F eye primer, and it just looks like this. I'll go ahead and prime my eyes a little bit with this. I've used this a few times. I've never really actually noticed how good it is or bad it is. So this is kind of like a first review, I guess I would call it. Blend it in with my finger. I'm going to set it with this E L F, use the lightest color right here. And I'm just going to use this big brush that I love using for setting my eyes. Go ahead and apply my eyeshadow. So I'm going to do the outer part. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the outer part with this purple color right here. Go ahead and use this E L F brush, blending brush. This as my transition color for that because I don't have a lot of E L F eyeshadows for that.
So I'm just going to start on the outer. And I'm just mainly focusing it kind of on the crease area. But it's really light, so it's kind of hard to see. But okay, so I'm just blending that.
Right in with this purple, which is a very, very light.
And I'm going to apply it only on my crease area. So I'm just focusing it on my crease here. I'm just kind of bringing it in just a little bit. See You can barely see that. Again, I just tap it and...
This is the hardest part for me because it's very time consuming, and as a mom, I kind of need to do things and get out of here as quickly as I can. And you know, I'm not a pro, I'm not a makeup artist, but this is just what works for me. And I'm okay with that. To use this color right here on the inner part and just kind of wet my brush when I do it, just a little bit, so it can have that kind of wet look.
Just dab it on there, right on the lid. It's actually really pretty wet.
So then I just kind of blended the wet shadow onto the other one, and so it gives me a very nice glowy kind of look, also with the matte outer corner, which is, I think to me it's really pretty. I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom. So I'm going to grab this small brush right here, and I'm going to do the bottom part. I'm going to use the smaller one. I'm just going to spray it down a bit for that wet look that I did on top.
And down. So just kind of get that on a Q-tip.
That is the look for the eyes. I'm just going to go ahead and apply eyeliner and my eyelashes. I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera. Okay, so I'm back and I've applied my lashes and also mascara. The mascara I applied on, I don't have any E.L F mascara, so I wasn't able to use one. I used this one by Clean Color. I've been using it as of lately. I also put it on my bottom lashes. It's very durable, and it's the one with avocado seed oil. So it's oil based, it's not water based, and I just like oil based mascaras better. For my eyeliner, I used this, and then I also cheated a little bit on that one because I don't have any liquid liners from E.L F either, and I just used this Maybelline Master Graphic. So I just used that one, and then on my bottom waterline I put some of this, and this is the Art in White Tea Rose in the shade Tea Rose. I also have this Luscious liquid lipstick in the color Nude Pink. So I'm going to go ahead and use this E.L F lip primer and plumper. I'm going to go ahead and just apply this one on top of it, and I'm not going to put my lips right on it because I have that color, so I just put a little on my finger. I like it. Gives it a little shine and moisture and, you know, all that good stuff. Okay, so that is the completed look, and all E.L F products, all E.L F cosmetics, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm so sorry for everything else that was going on in the background. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.